Hi there, I'm Matt Keene. Welcome to Creating a Future We Want, then our learning series where I share just a little tidbit about what we are learning in our family and how we're going about it. One of the things that came up recently was just sharing some new stuff with my daughter, and she felt a little uncomfortable. She thought she understood, she thought she knew what was going on, and then, there was some corrective action and correcting, of course, and she didn't really like it a lot. She wasn't too thrilled with it, but I told her, learning feels weird. It can feel like super weird. Sometimes it makes you feel kind of bad, even like you're doing something wrong, like it's something you want to avoid. Now when I think you're younger, or at least when I was real young, you assign a certain authority to folks who are teaching you and accept a lot more, and a lot less has been organized up here yet, and so it's all new and just sponge soaking it up. But it's not too long before we learn, in the world that I grew up in anyway, that to be wrong or not know is wrong. That is something to avoid. And associated with that was a rather negative feeling about being wrong or not knowing. But what I'm trying to share with the gals is, it's difficult. Like, not only every time we have a conversation with someone, but when we're learning something new, we're truly changing the brain, creating new neurological networks around that thing that we are learning. We're connecting neurons that fire together, wire together, I think is the saying. But if I screwed it up, who's gonna ever see to correct me? So, there's this choice, right? When you start to feel that weirdness, the temptation is, and the sympathetic nervous system is telling us, maybe you want to run. It's that fight or flight thing that might be associated with more physical stuff often, but it's not necessarily only that. There is this feeling, and it turns on, that makes you want to run away from that new thing that you might learn. But the thing that we want to learn here is that when you feel it, let it be a signal that there is something amazing right there, right in front of you, that you could learn and improve upon some aspect, facet of yourself, and recognize that feeling and move toward it. Create that narrative around learning, around the feeling associated with learning, and it will serve you your entire life. When you feel it, when you notice it, and who knows, maybe you'll even come to love it. That slight feeling of incompetence, that slight feeling of, oh no, I was wrong. That feeling that the coyote must have relatively often when he's like 100 yards off the edge of the cliff. So if we can convince ourselves to love this feeling, move into the weirdness, don't run away from it, we can all learn together how to create a future we want. I'm Matt Keene. Be good.